Yes, people, back with another one. I'm here to discuss this weekend's upcoming fight, Terence Crawford versus Israil Madrimov. I feel that this fight is a gimme fight for Terence Crawford, and I feel that he's going down Canelo's route of fighting less experienced fighters with a belt. But this is the game of boxing, and it is what it is. This is just a stopgap fight because there's a big fight down the road with either Canelo or Jarrell Boots Ennis. And as you can see, the interaction between Terence Crawford and Eddie Hearn has been wonders because, as you know, Terence Crawford is a star, but he's not a superstar as yet. He's had the big fight with Errol Spence, and that hasn't taken him to the next level. I feel like he needs a promoter that'll talk for him, that'll get the people behind him. And just the simple interaction between him and Eddie Hearn, his number has been flying through the roof. But focusing on this fight, Terence Crawford is the obvious favourite. He is a 36-year-old southpaw. Israil Madrimov is a 29-year-old with 11 fights, 10 wins, 7 KOs, and 1 draw. This is clearly, a mismatch, but it is what it is. Israil Madrimov's team want to take the risk versus Terence Crawford, and it will be a payday for him. And Terence Crawford is just filling in the gaps until the big fight comes about. Either way, it's a good fight. I like to see it, but I feel like it's a gimme fight. At the same time, it'll be foolish for them to overlook Madrimov because he paid his dues, he earned his stripes, and he was awarded the championship. So he's defending his title as the champion, and it's a fight that I'm looking forward to seeing. I hope that Terence Crawford gets the victory because I'm definitely putting money on Terence Crawford, and let me know what you think in the comments. Another big fight that I'm looking forward to on the night is a fight that I call the Battle of the Bag Fumblers. Jarrell Big Baby Miller versus Andy the Destroyer Ruiz. Both of these guys are desperate to get back in the limelight. Both of these guys have lost some weight. Miller has been more active than Ruiz. Ruiz has been out the ring since the last 2 years. Jarrell Big Baby Miller has fought Daniel Dubois, which was Miller didn't have enough gas in the tank, and he eventually got KO'd by Daniel Dubois. They both have their own personal demons, they have divorces, and they have young kids, so they're more than motivated. They're hungry for this win, they're hungry for this victory, and they have a lot more to prove to the heavyweight division. But both of these guys are on a path of redemption as they have a lot to overcome. Miller being a drug cheat, and Andy Ruiz blowing up and becoming a fat slob, losing the heavyweight championship. I'm looking for the knockout from Jarrell, but I think both of these men are going to show heart, and it might go down to a decision victory. But my money is on Jarrell Miller winning this fight. Another big fight I'm looking forward to on the knife is Jared Anderson, the real big baby, versus Martin Bakole. Jared has been touted as the next US heavyweight superstar, and he's been promoted with a lot of hype. He is marketable, and with the right promoter, he can go through the roof. He's seen the heavyweight landscape. He DM'd Turkey Al Sheikh to get involved in this fight, and he's been seen flirting with Eddie back and forth throughout the week. And you can see for the social interaction, his numbers has been going through the roof. He's getting that buzz that he needs, and it's something that he needs to take his career to the next level. But the problem is with Jared is the fact that he's been fighting cruiserweights. He hasn't been fighting any real heavyweight. So a fight against Martin Bakole, a more tried and tested heavyweight, whose only loss comes by way of Michael Hunter back in 2018. Now Martin Bakole has been about in various gyms. He's been sparring partner to Anthony Joshua, to Alexander Usyk, and a number of other top heavyweights. So the problem is with Martin Bakole though, is he's a good performer in the gym, and in the ring, he's a bit of a lackluster. Hopefully we can see a good performance from him, and it can be the litmus test as to whether Jared Anderson is what he's trying to be. A potential fight brewing is the Battle of the Big Babies. As you can see, there has been tension all week between Jarrell Big Baby Miller and Jared the real Big Baby Anderson. Win or lose, this is the fight that's going to happen between these two US heavyweights, and it's definitely one to look forward to.
I'm going to show why I'm here and why they all say I'm in the future.
You're not gonna go on Instagram and clickbait and text me and type and do a little nonsense, and we see me in person, you're gonna run like a little bitch. You're not gonna do that. I'm gonna run up on you, I'm gonna talk to you and tell you what I gotta say. Then you're gonna never look at me. You never look in my direction. No one is clean, want no smoke with me. Believe that, because I ain't running from nobody. But like I said, ain't nobody, it's bigger than Big Baby name. You know what I mean? I don't think he getting past Bakole. Even if he don't get past Bakole, whatever happens, I want his ass
If
next.
you're going to be this big US superstar, you got to sell. That's one thing I rate Miller for. He knows how to sell. He's a mouthy cunt, and we love him. And finally, the co-main event, Isaac Cruz versus Jose Valenzuela. I can't understand how this is the co-main event when you got the big boys on the card. You got Jared Anderson versus Martin Bakole, and you got Jarrell Miller versus Andy Ruiz. But the co-main event is two Mexican lightweight fighters. Isaac Cruz, he's coming off his latest wins versus Rolly Romero, knocked him out in the 8th round. He got a TKO in the 8th round, and I think this is just a build back because he wants to get the Gervonta Davis rematch. There's obviously the Virgil Ortiz or the Tim Tszyu fight out there, but it's like, I would have preferred if this fight was like the third or fourth fight on the card, because Jose Valenzuela, he knocked out Chris Colbert, and he's what, 15 fights, 13 wins, 9 KOs, and 2 losses. This is food for Isaac Cruz, you know what I mean? But I do understand, once again, they're fighting in LA, they want the Mexican crowd, they want the Mexican gate, they want the Mexican eyeballs to buy the pay-per-view, so I do understand why this is co-main. But honestly, I think like the 2 heavyweight fights before would have been better co-main to keep the crowd and keep the vibes going. But let me know what you think. I've already let you know whose my money's on. Let me know what your money's going to be on. Share, like, subscribe. Until we meet again, peace.